Welcome. This is an overview of this week's top stories expected to keep making headlines in the days to come. Did Merkel speak too soon? The following day of Merkel's announcement that a deal had been struck with Turkey over the refugee crisis, including the resuming of talks on the chapters that Cyprus unilaterally blocked to Turkey's EU accession, brought about a wave of reactions on the island. On the sidelines of the EP Party summit in Madrid, Anastasiadis cleared up Nicosia's position that the government will not remove their veto from any of the Cypriot issues that block Turkey's EU path, as has been laid out in a protocol. Anastasiadis is also said to have told Merkel at the meeting that the island will lift its veto if Ankara agrees to open the closed city of Famagusta and open Turkish ports to Cypriot ships. Meanwhile, speaking before the members of the House Finance Committee, Minister of Foreign Affairs Ioannis Kasoulitis said that Chapter 17 of Turkey's accession negotiations, which concerns economic and monetary union, can open. He explained that Chapter 17 is not among the ones frozen by the Republic of Cyprus. The dream of Italian energy company Eni includes both Cyprus and Egypt. The Cairo Post had reported that Eni's Claudio Descalzi had met with Egypt's Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to discuss creating a hub of natural gas in the Eastern Mediterranean aimed at making Egyptian transport and export facilities available to neighbors' discoveries. This is a discussion which we had with the Eni CEO when he met with Cyprus President. He presented us with the dream of the region, which includes Cyprus and Egypt, Minister of Energy Giorgos Lakotripi said. Affirming the new boost given to energy plants within the Cypriot EEZ, Minister of Foreign Affairs said that after the discovery of the Zohr gas field in Egypt's EEZ, the interest of foreign oil and gas companies for Cyprus EEZs has risen. Israeli Prime Minister sparks controversy with provocative remarks. Benjamin Netanyahu stated that Hitler had been persuaded to initiate the Holocaust by the Second World War Palestinian leader. Hitler did not want to exterminate the Jews at the time, he just wanted to expel them, said Netanyahu, and Haj Amin al-Husseini went to Hitler and said, "If you expel them, they'll come all here to Palestine." According to Netanyahu, Hitler then asked, "What should I do with them?" and the Mufti replied, "Burn them." In reality, al-Husseini did not meet Hitler until November 28, 1941, months after mass killings of Jews had already begun. US Secretary of State John Kerry met Netanyahu just the following day and voiced a cautious measure of optimism that a solution can be found to defuse deadly Israeli-Palestinian violence. Following a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister in Berlin, Kerry said it is time for both sides to move beyond condemnations and rhetoric. He added both sides must take concrete steps to stop the unrest, which has left at least 8 Israelis and about 50 Palestinians dead. More than 100 refugees arrived near Limassol. 2 boatloads of Syrian refugees, amongst them women and children, arrived in the early hours of Wednesday by the Cyprus Coast Guard off the coast of Akrotiri. The Cyprus authorities are in touch with the authorities of the British bases at Akrotiri regarding the 114 immigrants, regarding the next steps in dealing with their situation. UNHCR, in a press release issued yesterday, noted that under the terms of the 2003 MOU signed between the Republic of Cyprus and the UK, asylum seekers arriving directly onto CBA are the responsibility of the UK but would be granted access to services in the Republic at the coast of the SBA. Cyprus football took another hit last weekend. A referee called off a Cyprus First Division match after fans briefly invaded the pitch and clashed with players before the game had started. Police have filed a request for the arrest of Giorgos Merki, Rogerio Rosario, Fotis Babouli, and for the assistant coach of Apollon, Sofronis Avgoustis. The Limassol court rejected the request for their custody. The 3 football players and the assistant team coach of Apollon team have been charged with affray, and later they were released. Moreover, a request for custody was also filed for a fan of Anorthosis against whom an arrest warrant has been issued. Thank you for watching.